Hi, Chad.
Hi, Cad. Or I'm Chevin.
What?
You got to read the comments.
Oh. Hi, hiking pants.
Ed.
That's all I read.
Ed just blends our names together. I'm Chevin. You're Cad.
Oh.
I guess.
I'll be Chevin, I guess. That's a weird name.
Chevin?
That's a weird name.
I'll just be Cad. Yeah, I'll be Cad.
I got a buddy named Jevin. He should be on here right now. All he's doing is sitting around in Arizona not doing anything. Let's go, Jevin.
So if
Come
you're new on the live stream, hit us up, say hello.
This is the Candid Athletic Training Podcast.
This is the boogeyman. This is the boogeyman. What was it? We'll get there.
I don't know.
We'll get there.
But I'll tell you what, my left arm hurts. Hopefully I'm not having a heart attack.
No. It's got to be.
It must be a muscle issue.
It's probably just tendonitis.
Oh, yeah. Totally. It's the only thing I know about.
Well,
no, that would be a chronic injury, so who the hell knows?
That's the most blatant foreshadowing.
Oh, we're going to get into it.
We are.
I need some sugar. Sugar and beer.
So this
solves all issues.
This is Candid Athletic Training. You have reached the right place.
Yeah.
We are recording this Monday, the 15th, I believe. I don't know what day it is.
It is Monday the 15th.
And so if you're not on the live stream, you'll be catching this at the earliest on the 22nd. It is still National Athletic Training Month.
But if you're checking this out on YouTube on Wednesday, happy St. Patrick's Day.
What day is St. Patty's Day?
17th.
Well, this will go up before then?
Well, it's live. I mean, it's public to everybody right now, Chad.
Okay.
We don't hide it after today.
I think, all right, you're right.
We just don't upload it to everything else.
Because it's public.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
you want me to hide it? I'll hide it.
Hide it.
I'll hide it right now. I'll kick all these people off.
Don't do that. Oh, this is a fun show.
Sometimes.
Are you feeling good?
Sometimes it's real and hard hitting.
Man, I hope not.
Every once in a while. It's fun.
Actually, no, I do want. We'll do a deep dive on some topics.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah. You got anything? I got a few things.
What?
But you got anything for the intro here?
Other than, I mean, we successfully had our first live guest on the show last week.
Yeah.
And I think that was pretty cool.
Which let's put them up.
Who?
Healthy Roster.
Ooh,
our
Healthy
friends
Roster.
at Healthy Roster, www.healthyroster.com for all your EMR needs.
They're good peeps over there.
All your survey needs. You need to get in touch with an athlete. All your communication needs. That's what they do. So hit them up. They are the official sponsor of the Candid Athletic Training Podcast.
They are.
If this was friends or foe, they would be our friends.
All the time.
So.
All the time.
National Athletic Training Month. So
really?
Do yourself a favor. Head over to our website, which, Kevin?
CandidAthleticTraining.com.
And get yourself some sort of apparel.
Get yourself a sweatshirt.
And I know Zach's on.
Maybe get a hat.
Zach's on here. Zach, I am supposed to tell you.
Dunbar.
Happy National Athletic Training Month. You have a gift on its way. It was ordered.
Really?
This weekend. Zach has a friend. And the friend ordered
Zach
something for us.
Oh, all right.
Dylan, you're wearing your fluffy stuff.
Fluffy.
That's cool.
Fluffy.
So, Zach, yeah, you got some gear on the way for National Athletic Training Month.
There you go,
and
Zach.
if you're listening to this, don't be afraid to ask your friends to buy you stuff.
Make them feel guilty about not buying you stuff.
We have fun. We have fun apparel.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how many people have asked me about the thumb on my, because I got the face mask.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I wear it, someone says, "Oh, I like your mask. What is that?" And I tell them, "It's a podcast we do. Check it out. Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
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 So, tons of gear for National Athletic Training Month and beyond. You can get it at any time.
That sounded like a quote of like Star Trek. No, to
And
infinity and beyond. That's what it was.
Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story. Same space. Ooh, another foreshadowing. Space stuff.
Yeah. Scott, thank you for rocking your hat. Good podcasting there to all the audio people. Can't see that.
Can't see it.
The other thing, Kevin Joyce. Is Kevin Joyce on?
Kevin Joyce.
Kevin just got...
Newest member.
He's our newest member. So hopefully Kevin's on here. as the comments come through. Hopefully he's on and joined us because he's able to do that. So Kevin, if you're there, say hello.
Hi.
Kevin
Hi.
out in New York.
Oh,
right. He sent
nice,
us.
Kev.
He sent us the.
Oh yeah, we still have to do
the
that.
shirts. Oh, and you didn't grill out.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest. And then once it hit cold weather, I forgot about it.
We just got.
What are they called again? Crap.
The chicken.
Yeah, that's meant with chicken. We were arguing about like hoagies, subs.
Sounds Italian.
Maybe? Yeah, I think you're right. Somebody will remember, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe Kevin's on. He'll yell at us.
Hey, Chris Padilla, first-time caller, long-time listener. We appreciate that. That's what he said. That's funny. Good for you, Chris. Let's put you up on the show here on YouTube. Hello.
What would you like to talk about, Chris?
Yeah, give us something.
Give us something.
Chris, who's in your Fat Bracket Final Four? Just let us know.
Yeah, just let us know.
I sent you this text. So here's a fun story. I was on the road working baseball, and we have an athlete who qualified for cross-country national championships. I was unable to travel with said athlete because I needed to travel with the baseball team. I got a text the day before the race from a coach saying, hey, something's going on. We're just looking for a place to cross-train. There's no bike.
Oh, okay.
There's no bike in the hotel. Can you reach out to the medical staff at Oklahoma State because
Okie State.
Yeah, because we just want a place for our athlete to cross-train. So I went on the website, and I couldn't figure out who specifically works track cross-country. But I did find a director of track operations, so I sent him an email, and I just said, hey, here's what we're looking for. Can you or somebody from SportsMed contact me? I got a text in about 30 minutes from a number that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And it said, hey, this is Kirsten Nagy from Oklahoma State. Just got your email from our director of track operations. Here's where we can get your athlete into. Let me know. Just give me a heads up and we'll get her in. No problem. By the way, I love your podcast. Unsolicited. It made my whole weekend, Kirsten.
Thanks. Kirsten?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kirsten.
Just recognized the name and just was like, oh my God, this is cool.
Isn't it? I mean, it's just proof of how small our world is nowadays. You know?
Yeah, it's great.
It's weird.
And I think it's cool. Yeah, it's just
great,
really is
but
cool.
It's weird to me. Like it makes me feel very like, what the heck? Like somebody in Oklahoma is listening to us, maybe even as we speak right now. That's pretty amazing. I love it. In New York, in Colorado, Washington, Wisconsin.
Anywhere, all over.
Alabama.
What did Ed say? He's dropping bombs. Everyone's throwing.
I don't know, man.
Ed hates us now. We started the show with Ed. And
Ed hates us?
Apparently. We're
What's
just
wrong,
like
Ed?
Comcast customer service. All the deals and good treatment to the newbies and F the old faithful. I don't even know what we said.
Yeah, what did we say, man?
What are we giving the newbies?
Yeah,
because we put them up on the... Here we go. Here,
Oh.
Ed. You want on? You're on the show.
Do you got Ed's number?
No, I'm going to reach out to Ed.
Yeah. Ed, I don't know. Or don't put your number on there because everybody can see that.
Yeah.
Send us your number. We'll just call you.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk
Kirsten,
about?
thank you from Oklahoma State. Thank you for being a listener. Thank you for helping us out, my athlete. Appreciate it. And actually, it's one of my favorite things is like when athletic trainers can communicate in a positive. That's just the way athletic training is supposed to be. Everybody helps everybody. So everybody
love everybody.
Yeah, semi-pro. It's so good.
Have you ever been punched in the jejunum? Huh? Have you?
I wish. Lastly, I know we ended the show with it last week, but let's just throw it up here right now.
What is it? What is it?
What is it? Doing a giveaway next week with Howie's.
Howie's
wants they
Howie's.
reached out and said, "Hey, we want to do a collaboration for National Athletic Training Month."
Thanks, Howie's.
We're going to give away a new membership and a T-shirt or whatever. You can pick some apparel. Howie's is going to give away.
We're just giving away stuff for free now.
Yeah, probably to
Giving
a new person.
free live live broadcast to a new person, not Ed.
Yeah.
Definitely not Ed.
Yep. Ed's already got all the Candid gear he needs.
And he's probably got Howie's tape too.
But Howie's is giving away some swag and tape and all that stuff. So,
dude, this graphic is pretty
Dylan,
intensely nice.
I was kidding, Dylan. Anybody is eligible. So, in fact,
yeah,
you can read here on. Okay, so if you're listening to this on audio, I'm going to read what to do.
Yeah.
So Howie's is going to have some social
enter?
media posts on Twitter and Instagram this week. You're going to like the post. You're going to tag another athletic trainer. You're going to share the post, and then you click on the link in their bio, and you will enter a raffle. And then they're going to choose a winner. Howie's is choosing a winner Monday the 22nd. They're going to let us know, and we're going to announce it on our show next week.
On the live stream, we're going to announce a winner.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So you need to, if you are not,
stream.
yeah, you need to just check us out on the 22nd.
Wait, Scott. Scott likes Howie's tape.
Why wouldn't you? So,
thanks
to the people at Howie's for reaching out.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great that we're going to do that.
Yep, Matthew, there's tape going to be included.
Yeah. You know what else is great? Brew Fitness Milwaukee.
Brew Fitness in the Northwest.
MKE. Check it out.
Midwest.
Yeah. I think all the Twitter handles and stuff are maybe do they do Twitter?
Brew Fitness MKE.
I know Instagram is Brew Fitness MKE. Check them out. It's kind of fun stuff. A lot of dogs drinking.
Thank you, Ryan,
all that
for
kind of stuff.
letting us use your crib.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Chad woke.
Ooh. No.
How about we can hear? I mean, I don't know if
Me
anybody
drinking?
else can hear it. Well, probably that. We
I'm
got
thirsty.
another snowfall today.
More snow.
More snow after it was just 60 degrees on the weekend.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's gonna go away. All right. Should we get into the show, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right.
it. Bill Bombassi needs the mug, the Candid Athletic Training mug. We got two.
We got two right here. That one's a little bigger. That one's a little smaller. That one's a little cooler looking, but this one's a little bigger.
Dylan and Rick were talking about that one on the social media this week, I believe.
I mean, this is the perfect size mug.
That's what
for
they
me.
said. Size matters.
It does. Don't let anybody fool you. It matters.
Right,
that
Hannah?
one, I just like that style. I like the camping like kind of mug. I forget what they're called. They're called like enamel bugs or something. I don't know.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I think it would just get in my head just a little bit.
That is too small?
No, the ring on the top.
Oh, the metal ring?
Yeah, I think I would be like, oh, I'm biting into metal.
Oh.
What am I doing here?
I mean, some people don't like that. Some people do.
Oh, yeah. All right, Kevin, where are we going to kick this episode off?
Let's go top 5.
Top 5 this week.
What is top 5?
Top 5. Like, what is the question or what is top 5?
No. We have a lot of new listeners right
All right. So if you are listening to the audio version of this and you are new to the program, each week we do a survey. We ask 100 questions, or we ask one question.
Survey.
Never mind. Let me start over because I did a terrible job of explaining as always.
Yeah, you're really bad at talking into a microphone.
Think about Family Feud. We take a question, we get 100 responses. Kevin or Chevin or Cad, whatever you want to call him, tries to guess what the top 5 answers from the said question are. And this week we asked 100 athletic trainers, Kevin,
Okay.
what's the biggest time waster in your workday?
Listening to my podcast. I mean, never. Nah. No, it's not. This is not a waste of time. Okay. Number 1. Not right now, but back in the day. Searching for my athletes. Having to go find said athlete for their rehab or treatment. Because why would they want to get better?
No está aquí.
Number 2, emails. I don't care what it is. It takes too much time.
All right.
Even if it's a response of saying, sounds good, takes too much time. Babysitting athletes that don't want to listen, right? So
Okay.
you go tell an athlete, to do something, and then they're not doing it, so you have to go babysit them and make sure they do it.
Okay.
I also heard a very powerful thing today.
What?
And that is, this was from our good friend Aaron Rodgers, actually.
Aaron Wright, our good friend.
He said, sometimes, in order to listen, you have to be silent. And what's funny is that they're all the same letters. Think about it.
Ah. Word jumble.
See, you didn't think about it either, right? Like I was like, oh my God, I never noticed that. Swear to God.
You know when you started that?
Was that profound or not?
It was good.
Okay.
But when you started it, it made me think of White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
Because you said sometimes when you, and that made me think of Rosie Perez. Sometimes when you win, you actually lose.
Oh.
Sometimes when you lose, you actually win.
Oh.
And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie.
Oh.
And sometimes when you tie, you actually win or lose.
Wow.
You
You
know
know what? You full circle that in Jeopardy. Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Um.
Still alive. No, they don't even know if they're still alive. We'll get to there.
Ooh.
In the fat bracket.
Oh.
I can't remember.
I can.
Oh, yeah, you filled it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was number what?
That was number 3.
Okay.
Number 3. Okay. Anything administrative. Like, so whether it's you have to fill out paperwork, you have to, whatever, get a new like password on your freaking like EMR because, oh my God, every 90 days I have to like change my password and I forgot what my previous password is because all I do is save all my passwords and now I have to contact, something like that.
How many passwords have you forgotten?
You know what? I
hate it. It's the world's biggest problem right now.
I'm not going to lie.
Passwords.
If you know my password, you can get into anything because we all know that you need a number, special character, and a capital letter sometimes, right? So you take that password and you just add little things. How about, okay, I got a question. Well, Healthy Roster. How's the password situation with Healthy Roster?
Fine.
Fine? All right, do you have to change it every like 30 days?
No.
That's awesome.
I don't think I've changed it yet.
Really?
Well, maybe I'm locked out.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't. But you know what? I remember my previous job having to change my password every like 90 days on my email. And then my password for my email was different than my password for signing in to look at my like W-2. And then my password to look at like my the exercises that these athletes needed to do over here was a different one. And I was like, oh my God. If I have to remember one more password and then change them at different intervals throughout the year. Oh, and then it would be like the password for off-season calls. And then you'd go a whole season. You never had to use the system. And then you'd get to the off-season, and it would be like, please enter your password. And you're like,
it's been 3 months.
What? It's been 8.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's tough.
See, wasting time again. The last thing this personally wasn't a problem for me, but I know it's been a problem for other athletic trainers. But calling doctors, trying to get on the horn with a doctor, seems to be a little tough and waste of time.
Hold that thought, Kevin.
Okay.
Were you going to ask me something?
Yeah, it was about the passwords.
Oh, okay.
Healthy Roster passwords.
Gotcha.
Was I going to ask you something else?
No, yeah.
Was I supposed to remember?
Nope.
Oh.
No, I forgot that you already asked me. That's on me.
That is on you.
Okay.
I mean, I'll ask you another question if you want me to ask you another
question. You gave me 5?
I gave you 5.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. We had a tie for 4th place. 4 answers are a piece. Biggest time waster in your day. 4. I know you are. You're getting more beer. 4 for staff meetings. And 4 for COVID screenings. 4. You don't. 4, never mind. That's like my favorite. That's one of my favorite movies. That's actually why I became an athletic trainer. 4.
Dude, staff meetings. How did I not put staff meetings on there?
They're the worst.
Oh.
And the thing is, somebody actually wrote staff meetings because all that stuff can go in an email. But then somebody else wrote email is the biggest one. And you said email.
Yeah, you know what?
But a staff meeting, would you rather have an email or would you rather have a staff meeting?
Ah.
That's a great question, Kevin. Answer it. And on the live stream, would you rather have a meeting or would you rather have an email with everything that would be in the staff meeting?
Staff meeting. Reluctantly staff meeting.
Then an email?
Yeah.
No, I want it on my own. If you send me an email, it might take me 3 weeks to open it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's whether or not I'm trying to be a good athletic trainer or like, a good worker.
Why do you want to be a good athletic trainer?
No, man. I don't know.
You can just be a boogeyman.
Ooh.
Hannah got the quote, Patch Adams.
4. Oh my God, I feel so bad for not saying staff meetings because we used to have like just the biggest waste of time every freaking day in spring training. Oh.
Kevin wants the Zoom staff. Oh, he says his Zoom staff meetings are the worst. Rick wants the email. Bree says email. Dylan says his
What did Ed say?
staff meetings involve booze.
What?
Hannah wants a staff. Never mind. All right, here we go. Third place.
Hannah wants staff?
Third place. 5 responses. Social media. Biggest time waster in your day.
Agreed.
Too much time on the Candid HCC. Twitter. Filling out questions. Polls. Looking at fat brackets. That's what I was doing.
Looking at those.
That's what I was doing last week, trying to figure out who's doing well. Okay, second place.
Spilled a little bit.
Oh no, spilled on our healthy roster table.
It was excited.
It's a table skirt. Premature.
Excitement out of the can.
Yeah.
The problem is this cup's too small, Ryan.
Second
Not
place.
made for a pint.
In second place with 8 responses. When your patients no-show their rehab.
Yeah.
You're waiting for that athlete to show up.
You know what?
And a lot of it was post-practice. Like, I got one kid that's going to come in after the game or come in after, and then they never show. They just go to dinner, whatever. That's the worst. Absolute worst. When you're just waiting on one person and they take forever. Man.
I mean, I will say, like, also, I mean, in my world of, like, having appointments, like, I have appointments with my patients, and when somebody no-shows, randomly, if it's in the middle of the day, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I can get a little breather. But if it's, like, the last one of the day or something, it's just so bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
It's the expectation of being done soon. That's the worst. Don't have any expectations.
Mm-mm.
In first place, the biggest time waster, according to 13 individuals, athletic trainers, paperwork.
Yeah. It's true.
So, let's see if we had anything fun.
Yeah.
Printer not working is a big time waster.
Pairing your printer.
Oh, 3. Yeah, waiting for that kid to get out of the shower. Optional practices, water coolers, film during practice. Like when in the middle of practice, all of a sudden they're going to have film, or right before or right after. That is a big time waster. It's actually a pet peeve of mine. So dumb. Ice bags.
It is really, right?
Ultrasounds. How about
Ultrasounds.
How about the post-game team meeting? Waiting for the coach to stop his motivational speech.
Yeah.
Man, those can be.
I will say,
especially after a tough loss.
The tough one is like, yeah, it's post-game. I mean, like, sometimes those are the ones that just kind of go right in and out.
Somebody said my ADHD is a big time waster.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Coaches that can't make up their mind.
Oh, those guys they help you.
Like, what should we do
all
next?
The time.
I'm not quite sure.
Oh my God.
How about getting there early? Is getting there early a time waster? Like,
what are you doing?
I'm gonna get in early because somebody may come for pre-practice or pre-game treatment, but you're not sure. So you show up to get everything done, and then you're just sitting around waiting for the athletes to show up. I can kind of see where they're coming from.
That's like the definition of wasting time.
Yeah. Folding towels.
Yep.
I'm going to save this one. This is what I turned into friend or foe. Massages.
So you're not like you're not. Would you consider yourself a clean? No, not clean. Tidy person? Your house is pretty tidy.
That's all my wife.
I know, but your
No.
house was always pretty tidy.
Yeah, I'm not a
You
cleaner.
weren't-
I'm a
yeah.
tidy. I'm a more of a tidy person, but not a cleaner.
Like you didn't always have stuff laying out. Now, like, did you deep clean your stove every week? No,
Ever.
or ever. I mean, like, so let me ask you: would you rather have all of your towels folded, neatly stacked underneath your tables, or just have a bin full of unfolded towels and then you walk over there and you grab some?
It's funny because when I was filling it out, I thought that exact question. I thought that was like a really fun thought process. I think it's ingrained in me because of our mentor.
Yeah.
The towels have to be folded.
Yeah.
But could I get away with I think I could learn to love unfolded towels.
I couldn't.
You couldn't do it?
No.
Have to be folded.
Yeah.
Why?
But only because it's so ingrained in me that I use the towels as like bolsters and like.
Yeah, but you can grab it and fold it while you're.
I feel like it would take more time.
So
in-
hold
in
on,
the
hold
long
on.
run.
Why would it take more time? If you're folding it, so you either, let's say Monday, like
I
let's
think it
just
would
say
take- I'm
at
sorry,
the beginning of the day,
it would-
you do the laundry, you fold the towels.
No, it wouldn't take more time. It would waste valuable time. How about that?
So you would rather fold all your towels for 15 minutes in a row,
Yeah.
rather than fold 15 minutes worth of towels throughout the rest of the day, is the question. I'm just playing devil's
Yes.
advocate.
Yes.
I'm right there with you.
I would.
But do you see what I'm saying? You're
Nope.
folding.
Yeah, I know.
You're folding it once, no matter what. Either way, you're folding it once. You're either doing them all in a row and one block, or you're folding the towels one at a time throughout the rest of when you need them.
Oh, but if I need like 3 towels to do something, if I need 3 towels to prop up that athlete's knee that like is in pain or whatever,
Grab a bigger
Like,
towel.
that's what I'm saying.
just
I think I would waste the.
Logically,
But that's the thing.
it
And then
should be
but then
apples to apples. A towel folded is a towel folded. It's the same amount of time.
I don't know.
I'm just arguing.
No,
I
I would
totally
I'd
agree
fold
with
them
you.
all.
Everything
I'd fold
should be.
them all.
Yeah, I think I agree. I'm just arguing. I'm just playing.
It's one of the few things I think that was in my athletic training room that I was a little anal about.
Anal.
The towels being folded correctly and then like kind of all facing the same way.
Yeah, that's where the
I
athletic training
was
students
actually
struggle.
Yeah, like I didn't like when they were facing different ways, and I'm like no, because then I can't fold it to like I can't use it quickly to bolster somebody. It's different when like you're just using towels to like clean up ultrasound gel. I don't know why you would do that, but or to clean your hands off or wipe off like whatever cream you use to give it a good old rub down. I don't know. Fold.
I was just looking at the comments. Unfolded clean towels make the whole ATR look like shh. According to Ed.
But it honestly, I would not be upset.
Get a bolster, you peasant.
But that's the thing is I like using towels because you're wrong. Because I can use different levels of towels for different size bolsters. Especially if I was in your position and I'm working with anything from like tiny little cross country like runners, like of the female variety or male variety, to very tall and like lanky guys to
maybe
baseball players,
maybe an
to,
NFL
like,
offensive lineman.
But even look at an NFL team. They're everything from 5'9"
punters,
like stocky dudes, to a punter, to 5'9", like just fast, athletic, like a little bit skinnier guys, to 6'5", 330 pounds. Like the bolster that I use for 5'9" guy does not work as well for a 6'5" guy. I promise you, when I work on my NFL guy, I don't use the same bolsters. I use like that thing to get him propped up the right way.
I use a kickboxing.
Seriously.
Oh,
Big boy.
All right.
But, which congratulations, by the way, when you listen to this podcast, because you always listen every week.
Does he?
I don't think so.
Let's get him on.
We're gonna get him on.
We're gonna get him on.
He's a good interview.
Is he? I've not ever. I mean,
You know what? He would love talking about like just who would make the best athletic trainer out of like the Avengers more than anything in the entire world. or Star Wars
He
or
should be
something.
hosting the show.
Maybe, yeah.
All right. I want to jump into friend or foe real quick because I stole it from one of our unique answers in our top 5. So
Okay.
we're going to do friend or foe.
Okay.
All right. You all right there?
Yeah, I'm just stretching.
And you actually mentioned this.
Peasant. He called me a peasant.
No, twice he did. It was great.
Crispadilla.
Crispy.
Crispadilla.
Crispy idea.
That
Friend or foe, Kevin?
was good, Chris.
Making appointments for your athletes.
Oh. I mean, huge foe. Huge foe.
Foe.
Huge foe
So
to me.
you want the athlete to call themselves, schedule themselves, get them there themselves, take responsibility for themselves.
That's what you mean. Okay, no, see, all right, never mind. Hold on. I thought you meant like they make appointments with you to get treatment.
No. When you have to call a doctor
No, okay. All right,
for
all
your
right,
athlete
all right.
to get them in to see, you're making the appointment for your athlete.
It is it's the worst friend you've ever had in your entire life. No, that's not true. It's a bad friend though. It's a really bad friend. And I know I'm taking the 50-50 on this because
What is this, millionaire? You want the 50-50? You want to phone a friend?
Oh man.
Talk to somebody on the live stream, get an answer?
There is zero chance that
Your athletes are
if
getting
your athletes are in charge of making their appointments, that more than 25% of them actually make an appointment. And then I would say of that 25%, knock it again down to 25% of those 25% actually remember that they have the appointment. So therefore it has to be a friend to your career, but it's 100% a foe to your mental aspect of you going home and not, drinking a whole half bottle of scotch.
in my belly.
I
don't know here, to be honest. I hate it just as much as you do.
But then again, how often does it happen? How often do you need to make an appointment? How often? Well, how many times a week do you?
Like once a day, I feel like.
Really?
I mean, I have 80 athletes.
And you're making appointments for
Okay,
athletes
I'll
to
say
see
this:
a doc
3 times a week.
3 times a week. That include not seeing a doctor at the facility,
Correct.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't want your job.
No, I don't either.
This just in, a new athletic trainer being available at UWM.
So
If you're enjoying baseball and cross country and track.
So here's the problem: when you're covering multiple sports, it's like you don't know. Okay, so at your previous position, you know what their hours are. You know what their responsibilities are.
My athletes' hours?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know when they're available.
Yeah, because they're mine minus a little bit. Yours are
I got to have them
nowhere near.
write down their class schedule,
Yep.
try and figure out their practice schedule, if they have transportation, what's their, I have to know who's in network, not in network. And then I got to balance that with another team. So it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'm going to send a text. I'm going to send a text or call the administrative assistant and be like, hey, can I get an athlete in to see the doc for this? And they'll say yes. I said, okay, here's the number, give them a call. And then here's what's going on, but I need you to call them and schedule because I don't know what their schedule is going to be and if I can get them there. I used to, this is the one thing I've gotten significantly worse at in my job over 13 years. I used to go in the first half of my career to every doctor's appointment with every athlete. I don't know if I go to even 20% anymore because I'm sending so many athletes and I have such limited time. I can't go to all the appointments with them. And I feel bad about it, but I just cannot physically be in 2 places at once.
How many docs do you?
2.
Yeah.
And then we have we have 2 orthopedic doctors, both off campus. And then we have one
Do they not come to campus anymore
No,
because of COVID?
no, they haven't come to campus because they're too busy,
Oh.
and then they can bill for it if we send them off campus.
That's true. That's
Now,
true.
in an emergency, if we texted them and said, "Hey, could you come in and look at this?" Like,
Yeah.
or somebody needs stitches, will you come in and do it?
Yeah,
They'll
sure.
probably do it.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday night,
Yeah.
and you need to know before Monday whether or not this
Yeah.
guy needs surgery. Yeah. Oh, I agree.
So I'm with Ed on this. I'm going faux.
What did Ed say?
He
Ed said faux?
He said he
gotta be
uses
faux,
email
right?
to get athletes into the doc to make sure insurance will cover it. So I'm going faux. I hate it. It's like a.
I'm lucky. I never had to experience like what you experienced.
Yeah.
The closest thing I experienced to that was like my my coaches needing appointments, and then if an umpire needed to see a doctor while they were in town with me, like
Yeah.
that was.
Oh, you had the umpire that wanted to go every day.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got hit in the nuts, and he literally
Man down.
5-day series. I had to get him an appointment. You know, he didn't get hit in the nuts with me. He got hit in the nuts with somewhere else. First day, second day, third day. Finally, it's just like, dude, just don't go to work. Like, you'll be fine. Just get rest.
Well, Hannah's bringing up a good point here. What about the high school athletic trainers?
That's
a whole nother level because you can't mandate anything. You can recommend.
And then it's not the kid making the decision. It's the parent, right?
Yeah.
When I was working out of a clinic and doing like athletic training coverage and trying to get referrals into a clinic.
Yep.
Oh, man. Like trying to float that line of like, I need you to take your kid to the doctor, but I'd prefer you to see the doctor that we work with because we can get you in earlier, blah, blah, blah. Like it always felt like a sales pitch. It always felt like, you were working for because you were working for somebody else. But sometimes it was just like legitimately like, no, like your kid needs his ankle properly looked, like he needs an x-ray and I can't order an x-ray because I'm a boogeyman.
Boogie man.
And I don't know anything about, I know stuff about bones, muscles, and tendons, but
That's it.
Once he gets past that, physiology is weird to me.
We should all quit.
Fuck. I did.
Yeah. What do you want to do next?
So what did I say? A friend?
You said friend, and I'm going fall.
Yeah. That's a tough one. That was a good one.
Thanks. All right. You want to do the fat bracket update or you want to do the FMK?
Yeah, we can do fat bracket. I think everybody's probably patiently waiting for that fat bracket.
Let's see if I can pull this up here.
Let's make sure.
So,
dude, did you go on the website? Oh, no.
I did. That's what I'm pulling up right now.
Babe.
So, the fat bracket, if you're listening to this and you're not familiar with it, it's March Madness.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them what the fat bracket is while I share this screen here?
So, if you're new to the podcast, basically we took, the idea of a freaking bracket. It's March Madness, right? And for National Athletic Training Month, we want to promote the conversation of what athletic trainers are. And so, why not figure out which fictional character or object or real object is the best athletic trainer? Last year, a young man by the name of MacGyver was voted the best athletic trainer of that year.
What a loser.
So, oh my God, he would be you don't have books of matches and duct tape all the time. So what is he going to do? And God forbid somebody's having some sort of reaction that is well known that hey, you got the sniffles, maybe you got a cold, and maybe, you know what, my arm is numb and tingly on the left side. Who knows what's happening there? It's probably just a torn labrum and you're fine. Anywho, Fat Bracket 2021.
We have the Sweet 16 right now.
We are in the Sweet 16. We've gotten into that third round.
Here we go. I got it up here. I'm on the share screen.
Nice. So we do need everybody to get out there and vote, though, right? Mm-hmm. So go to the website, candidathletictraining.com. Get your vote in. It's just a Survey Monkey. It will literally take you 10 seconds to vote for this.
You want me to back this thing up here? Look at
Sure, look
right
at that.
Right here on the website.
Boom.
Oh, it won't let me do this. So at the top, your original fat bracket. Oh, we just lost it. You can vote here at the top.
I don't think Chad knows how to use touch screens.
No, it's just the share screen one.
Oh, gotcha.
And then updated bracket. So the updated bracket here.
So as you can imagine, we started with 64 of the last fats that we've done. Right?
So even if your bracket is complete trash like mine,
vote
because you can determine who moves on each round.
Trust me, everybody's bracket is trash right now.
And I agree, Ed. It is the ship show that makes zero sense. Okay, so right now in the upper left bracket, we have the number 9 seed iPhone that just took out the 1 seed Zach Morris versus number 5 Barney Stinson.
Can an iPhone pause time? People,
well,
just because you use it all the time doesn't mean it's a good athletic trainer. It's actually the worst freaking thing you've ever had in your hand. It's got that social media on it. That's wasting all your time.
Yeah.
And that's how people call you and waste more of your time.
Here we go. The second matchup in that upper left, the 3 seed Vision versus Jon Snow, Game of Thrones. That's a tough
Vision.
That's a tough one.
That's a really
good matchup. In the lower left-hand bracket here, we've got Ahsoka Tano, the 1 seed versus 4 seed Thor.
Also going to be a really tough matchup.
Yeah. I think Thor is going to win that one based on popularity. But
do you think more people know Thor than
Marvel's going to dominate this? I just don't get it. Marvel owns the world right now. Well, in the lower left here, we got the 11 seed Yoshi from Mario Kart versus the 10 seed Donkey from Shrek. That's a really fun matchup. I don't know if either would be really great.
And Yoshi took out
Ruth from Ozark,
who you had probably going to at least the Elite 8, right?
Yep.
You love Ruth.
I think
she could have won.
Sneakily, yeah. I think she was legit, had a chance to go way deep. I think I had her losing to Ahsoka Tano. So
imagine it. Imagine having a conversation with all your athletes right now.
Bumblebee.
I did. Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Yeah.
So, but imagine the whole point of this bracket. If you're new to the bracket, you're going to get to have a conversation about who would be better as an athletic trainer, Yoshi or Donkey from Shrek.
That's a fun conversation to have with your athletes.
That is a conversation your athlete's going to say, "Excuse me, what?" And then you get to talk about what makes a great athletic trainer.
That's the most fun
and so
part
do
of
they.
this.
That's the other point, is that they get to talk about what makes great athletic trainers.
That's why we're doing this.
And when they say nothing about you, and that's your fault.
The upper right bracket here, Wanda Maximoff from Avengers, WandaVision, versus Peter Venkman from Ghostbusters, the 1-4 matchup. And then also in the upper right bracket, we've got the 3 seed Sully from Monsters, Inc. versus Buddy the Elf, the 15 seed, the underdog Cinderella of the bracket. Whatever.
I mean, Buddy versus Raymond Reddington. Jesus Christ, people. Now,
you know
Sully,
what? Now, Buddy
here's the thing.
He can work quick. I didn't think about that.
Ooh.
He can, he went into that, speed mode.
Yeah, because he can wrap presents and stuff so
yeah,
fast.
so.
And then the snowball throws.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus.
He's got some hand-eye speed.
Interesting.
You got anything else on Sully versus Buddy?
Well, it's just that what I'm interested about that matchup is it's going to be a 3 versus 15. I think just as many people that know who Buddy the Elf is know who Sully is.
Yeah.
I think finally we're going to see maybe that 3 seed sneak through because people know who Sully is.
Yeah. And in the lower right bracket, we got another Avenger. All 4 of our Avengers have made the Sweet 16. Hawkeye, 1 seed.
We ranked him pretty high.
Yeah. Versus the 5 seed Amazon Prime. Reliable, speedy. Can get anything you want from Amazon Prime. That might be, I don't know. I assume Hawkeye will move on there, but I'm not sure. And then the last matchup in the Sweet 16 here, we got Fiona from Shrek versus Mike Wazowski. I think that's that's another fun conversation.
How about Mike and Sully making it through to the Sweet 16?
Well, if you really look closely at the bracket, it's all grouped up. It's the Avengers. It's 2 Monsters, Inc. It's 2 from Shrek.
Who made this bracket?
I mean, there's basically, if you liked one character from a series, you liked everyone. Other than Podrick Lost and Jon Snow made it through. So, all right. So, give me your favorite matchup going through the Sweet 16 here to the Elite Eight.
I mean, Hawkeye and Amazon Prime is actually pretty interesting to me.
Yeah.
But I have to go Sully and Buddy the Elf because Buddy the Elf feels like the feel good vote, right? The people that are voting just based on like, I just love that guy so much. But if you don't love Sully, I mean, rewatch the movie. You might love him a little more.
Yeah.
But like, again, finally we have a matchup that people know both characters. Not everybody knows who Raymond Reddington is, so they're not going to vote for him.
Yeah, Blacklist got screwed.
Dembe, I mean, freaking first round. Now, the only thing I would say about the Dembe matchup is, I mean, we put him up against Jeopardy. I'm not watching comments.
Yeah, Ed just said, I'd be really sad if I lost my hammer too. So that's yeah.
It's it back.
I'm thinking my favorite matchup in this round is honestly Ahsoka Tano versus Thor. I think that's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. So
yeah, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think there's better choices than Ahsoka Tano, but they have really, really strong top end qualities. I think, right?
Yeah.
I think everything else is.
So if you were not on the live stream and you're listening to this later, so the Sweet 16 voting is going to close March 16th, which is Tuesday, tomorrow. So get your votes in if you're on the live stream by tomorrow. The Elite Eight to the Final Four will go from the 17th to the 20th. And then next week, Monday, will be the first day of, what did I say here? That would be the round 5. That would be the Elite Eight, no, the Final Four to the Final 2. Did I say that wrong?
I don't know. You're the way you do math in your head. Just I don't follow it. I can't follow it. So I have no idea.
Okay, so every 4 days we're moving on to a next round. So if you're listening to this,
4 days.
If you're listening to this on the 21st or later, you have missed the Sweet 16. But this is going to the 28th, so you can still determine who's going to win this fictional athletic trainer bracket.
I mean, to be honest, just go to the website, click on the link. Can you still vote? Go vote.
Go vote.
I mean, if it's
check out the website.
If it's the 29th, sorry, you can't vote in. Well, actually, that's gonna be the last day you can vote on the champion.
Yep.
Of March, 2021.
So,
can you imagine when people are gonna be listening to this in like 2024?
I know you missed your opportunity, but it was a fun bracket. It's been a fun.
Like,
I'm just
from the past.
No, I'm mad with everyone on the live stream seems to be mad because their people aren't making it through. I agree. I don't think people voted on who would really make the best athletic trainer. It's who they just liked more. But that's okay. That's what they wanted to do. I think Dembe should have won.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he definitely shouldn't have lost in the first round.
Yeah, that's true.
That's for sure.
He was up against it. Anyways, that's your
fictional hot team, the hot Jeopardy team.
Yeah.
All
right.
What's next?
We got the FMK.
Oh, this gonna be fun.
F, Marry, Kill. We went deep on this one.
So deep.
So deep.
God. It's like Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
That was a good one. Okay, so you got to really think outside the box on this.
I don't think so.
Kevin, I want you to F, marry, and kill working in these 3 conditions. Okay? 1, working underwater. 2, working strictly in the sand. 3, working in outer space as an athletic trainer.
All right. So I'm going to assume if I'm underwater, I'm either...
You can breathe. You're Aquaman.
I'm Aquaman or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not have all the abilities, but like I'm a being.
You're just not going to... You're not going to drown.
I always operate underwater. I don't have to go to the surface for oxygen or anything like that. Same thing with space. I'm assuming I'm an
You're
astronaut.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord?
You got a little helmet thing.
I got the little helmet. All good.
Yeah.
All right.
Or maybe you're Princess Leia. She didn't die in the space. She just froze up for a second and came back.
Yeah, but she's got the Force and stuff.
Yeah, maybe you got the Force.
I'm going to pretend I'm me, but just in those like environments and able to survive. I won't die. All right. Oh God, gravity, no gravity. Not being able to get anywhere really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's, I mean, those little things. Like, do I have like a little jetpack on me
Nope.
when I'm in space?
Nope.
So I don't have Rocket's little jetpack thing that can get me around. I just have the little button and face thing that can keep me alive. Am I on like an international space station?
Yes.
Like, so I have like an athletic training room.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's zero gravity.
With zero gravity. So same thing underwater. You know what? And sand. I hate walking on sand for a long period of time, but I wonder if I would get used to it. All right, I'm going to kill underwater.
Ooh.
Even watching Aquaman and watching people that can operate underwater and survive because they're, gods and stuff like that. They look like they don't function well. Like, they still function better when they're on land. Like, everything takes a little bit different movements. You're always floating. Like, imagine trying to, like, give a little shoulder stretch to somebody underneath the water. Although, how many injuries are you going to have under the water? Not many injuries that you can, like, really have under the water. I mean, we do hydro, therapy. No, I'm still going to kill it. I don't know. I'm just not a huge underwater water person. I'm learning that more and more and more. I'm going to marry the sand.
What?
What
is wrong with you?
This is why I'm going to marry the sand. The only way that I can operate in the sand is if, like, that's just me. Like, I have to, like, I always work in the sand, so I'm used to it. And, like, I develop everything that I need to be able to operate in the sand, but it's the closest thing to what I do right now. Make sense?
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And then so I'm going to F space because I don't know. I mean, it's just cool. Space is fun.
Okay, I got to call a timeout. What the hell string are you guys talking about on the live stream, on the comments here?
Do I got a string somewhere?
Fix the damn string. Oh, on Kevin?
This?
Yeah, I guess so. They've been. I thought there was like some movie quote or a TV quote. I thought they were quoting The Office. I had no idea what was going on.
Is that really bothering people?
I think that's bothering people. Thank you, live streamers.
Are we good?
I didn't say anything.
Everybody's good?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Anybody see how long it was when it came out?
So she said.
Hey.
All right. Did you finish?
Sure.
She also said that.
Yeah.
Hon, you married? Oh, and you effed?
Why don't you ever listen to me on this podcast?
I do. I got distracted by the string, though.
Apparently, it's Stringgate. we had Towelgate earlier. Now we had Stringgate.
All right. There's been some really good comments here as far as like how we're approaching this is really interesting. This sure. FMK. Do you have to fill coolers when you're in the water? And filling coolers in outer space is not that bad. But you don't even have to do it when you're in the water.
Yeah, it would be terrible in space. You have to fill them with Tang.
Does Tang? You would have to fill them upside down because it would just float up into the gallon?
I mean, astronauts still drink liquids.
Yeah, but is it easier to...
If you live underwater, you're not like...
But to carry it, it's easier to carry.
Sure.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just give it a little tap, tap it in.
Just tap her in.
And then I'm thinking about taping. Taping underwater, no good, no bueno. You don't have to do that. Taping in the sand would be awful. Sand everywhere on the tape. You're just creating sandpaper.
That would be bad.
Sandpaper.
That would be bad.
Outer space is going to be okay.
Dude, you can't. And like, well, I don't know. I mean, you could get like a really good, what the frick's the thing that everybody gators? You got a gator on sand, you're fine. You could travel with your coolers. I was just thinking carrying coolers on sand would suck.
When we originally came up with this, I was thinking special tests. Special tests would be kind of fun in outer space, doing special tests. I think you could get really creative with ligament testing, like standing ligament testing. You're just floating and just, let me do a Lachman's while you're floating straight up. I don't know how easy it would be to do special testing in the water.
I think it'd be easier in the water. I think people have an easier time relaxing.
Sure.
Like
That's
if
a
you
good
were just
call.
like underwater, like you're just kind of chilling versus I think in space you can once you get used to it, but I feel like you have to have some kind of tension so that you're like at least guiding your body in certain, I don't know. Water and space are so similar too. It's just like one's wet, one's not.
Yeah.
So similar.
All right. I'm for sure killing the sand, the beach. I can't do it.
I know.
Sand everywhere.
Who wants their calves burning all the time?
And if you're in a desert, there is no water. Maybe that's an advantage. There's no water, you don't have to deal with it. Everyone's just gonna die of dehydration anyways.
Yeah, there you go. Let's just end this early. Let's get out of here.
So I think I'm gonna marry outer space because I think it would just be fun. I think it would be challenging. I think you could just, it would just be, I think, more fun. That's the only reason I want to marry it. And then I'll F with the water because it's wet.
What was the Sandra Bullock movie when she's like out in space? George Clooney, Sandra Bullock.
Not Interstellar.
No, that's Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah,
Fun movie too. Good
the one
movie.
that I like is I Am Martian. Or the Martian. Sorry, the Martian.
I
Am Legend meets Martian. It's the sequel. I Am Martian.
Zombie apocalypse on Mars.
Yeah. That would be a fun movie.
Oh, both good movies.
Yeah. What is this?
That's actually that one's up there for me on Will Smith movies. Like I really like.
Yeah,
that's a good movie.
The
like,
dog scene,
the tension of it. I know. I mean, different thought pattern now that I own a dog for sure.
Couldn't do it. I'll let him eat me. I would let Graham eat me before I hurt him.
I mean, unpopular choice, but I would not. Like, only from the standpoint of, like, I love my dog so much, I would never let him continue as a zombie. Zero chance. I would gladly shoot you if you turned into a zombie.
Thank you.
Gladly.
Thank you.
And the same thing with my dog. I think that's humane. Now, do I want to go through it? No. Do I want to see somebody else do it? No. But I would have to. No chance I'd let him eat me.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think my dog as a zombie still wouldn't bite anybody.
He'd be too busy flopping all over. I just spit over my computer.
He'd be like, look how much my tail wags now.
Yeah, just ram you and ram you and ram you.
Jesus.
Okay, I think we answered that.
I still don't. What's the? Somebody tell me, Sandra Bullock and
I got IMDb here.
George Clooney. Because that was the definition of like, it was like one of the first movies that they did where, let's mimic what it's like to be just in space, out there on your own and blah, blah, blah. Like, whew.
Dylan says we got to do a fat for The Martian. There's so many characters in that. That would take a good 30 minutes. There's a lot of characters. Gravity.
Thank
you. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan. I'm trying. I know I've seen The Martian at least once. It's the Matt Dillon one, right? Yeah, right. Matt Dillon.
Matt Damon.
I'm sorry.
Matt Dillon was the guy.
Because Dylan just said
Matt Dillon is the guy
Matt
from
Dillon.
Something About Mary.
Yes, he is.
With that bad mustache.
Yes, I remember from other movies.
Was he in Wild Things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. I'll be on the road this weekend.
God, talk about like my generation of guys just like.
Oh, Interstellar?
Have to see that movie. Interstellar is a Matthew McConaughey movie.
Yeah, you're right.
That one's good too, because that's just it's.
I think Julie and I watched that on one of our first dates.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey is awesome. I think he's awesome. He's got an interesting brain.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
what's
right.
next?
We're doing our feature topic.
Oh, all
Ready?
right.
All right.
I'm
Let's
not
see
gonna
if I
lie.
can find this here.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna need a beer for this.
Oh, all right.
You can play it.
I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. All right, we're gonna do this. Share screen. Everybody's. If you haven't seen this,
educated to examine the joints, ligaments, bones, muscles, and Senate Bill 86 would simply define the term athlete to include non-athletes, and that's dangerous. If a 17-year-old healthy athlete walks off the field with a pain in their left arm, the athletic trainer on the sideline is educated to examine the joints, ligaments, bones, muscles, and tendons of that healthy athlete. This bill would add military, police, and fire to the bill. So let's take Sergeant Smith at Camp Robinson. He's got a history of cardiac problems, a knee replacement, he's had a heart attack before, and he's had angioplasty. Sergeant Smith comes off the treadmill at the base and complains to the athletic trainer that he's got a pain in his left arm. As we all know, that can be a host of other problems than a joint or a ligament. That's not a boogeyman story, that's a real life problem. We had a young, healthy tennis player in their 40s with a pain in their left calf come into one of our clinics. Less than an hour, that patient was in the hospital with a blood clot. An athletic trainer does not have the education level to recognize something like that. The athletic trainer has had sufficient training with a bachelor's degree and 6-month course to deal with the significant changes that come with a population other than young, healthy athletes.
all right. Oh, son of a! Where do we even go? So that's on social media. So if you're not on social media, we wanted to play it for you because you probably haven't seen it. And it's going along. It went around AT Twitter late, probably like last week, Monday or Tuesday, after we did our show. It came up. So that is in Arkansas, I believe. Hannah, you can tell us if we're right or wrong, or whoever. I think that's Arkansas.
Hannah's in Alabama. Right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I confused my A states.
Somewhere down there, somewhere in that south region
my
of the
bad.
country.
Sorry, Hannah. Holy cow. So yeah, this guy is there's a
This guy.
Go ahead, you take it. This ass clown.
Yeah, ass clown. Because first off, I give you kudos for sitting in front of wherever your whatever government group you had to sit in front of to try to like promote your profession. That's the only thing I can think of is he's trying to get a bill passed that makes his profession more valuable and a reason why you shouldn't be able to have an athletic trainer. But this ass clown,
I love it.
No other way to talk about it, says that we haven't been educated on basic, fundamental things that tell you whether or not a person needs emergency help. What effing PT have you effing seen on a sideline that is qualified to do that? That's actually part of our practice. PTs working clinics. Yes, you should understand that your 40-year-old patient that has had a heart attack before, we're going to get back to that part too, and you need to understand that in your clinic as well. But why didn't you actually research our profession? You clearly did not research anything about it. You said to get a bachelor's degree, and then with a 6-month course, you can understand what a effing heart attack is, or that somebody might have a blood clot in their calf.
I heard of those words.
Dude, like we're talking about athletic training 101. We're not talking about graduate school. We're not talking about being a doctor. We're talking about athletic training 101. We actually learn all that shit ass clown, before we learn what you should do if somebody pulls their hamstring. I think we did, at least, right? I mean, like, I remember going, like, I mean, yeah, first day, it's like, yeah, everybody take off your shoe, and you're going to start touching feet so that we can kind of weed out the people that don't want to touch feet, because you got to do it. But the rest of freaking fundamentals of athletic training, we had chapters upon chapters of, like, what is going on with somebody? What are the signs and symptoms of this? What are the signs and symptoms of that? Why, like, did you even ask somebody what an athletic trainer does? Ass clown. Back to, you're literally telling us, you're telling a panel of people, the history of this 40-year-old police officer comes into a clinic and has a history of a heart attack and so forth. And hell, he started having pain in his left chest and arm or whatever. So we never learned how to take a history? Like, we never learned how to, like, just talk to humans about, like, hey, have you ever experienced something like this before? Oh, yeah, last time. Actually, you know what? The last time I was experiencing this, like, somebody called 911 because I was having a heart attack. Oh, okay, I'll call 911. Why did you use that as an example? Why?
I have no words.
And then 40. So somebody on Twitter, I mean, a couple times I go on Twitter, like, why you think that, like, somebody that's 40 is incapable of being like an athlete with,
like Tom Brady?
Yeah,
like
LeBron
Tom
Brady.
James? Like any golfer?
Yeah. Not to mention ass clown.
Well, hold on. Why? You don't have to wait until you're 40 years old to have a heart attack. It can happen. All this shit can happen anytime, anywhere, to anyone.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Let's stop with the bullshit.
There's never been a high school athlete that has actually just died on a football field with some sort of heart issue. Apparently, you would have caught that before anybody else, even though they didn't have any other symptoms. Oh, our profession is actually working really hard at catching people that are young and healthy that have heart issues.
You know, it's interesting because when I first started in the profession, and, you know, everyone goes through it. Your mom asks, well, what does an athletic trainer do? Because nobody knows.
No. Yeah. My mom still has it written down.
I used to say it actually is kind of like a cross between an EMT or a first responder and a physical therapist, because we can do the rehab, but we have the first responder skills. When did that become like the minority of our profession? Like the smaller, like what I don't get it. Like he thinks like that's the littlest part of our job.
And when the hell did that become like the part of physical? I'm assuming is it physical therapy? Because it was from a physical therapy link, right?
Yeah.
When did that become a big part of physical therapy? Emergency care? Are you kidding me?
I mean, I'm not saying.
But I'm real loud.
And you know, we shouldn't discredit physical therapists in general because one guy is trying to promote his own practice, his own profession. Most physical therapists are great.
Because I'm going to tell you, there are ass clown athletic trainers that might not be able to freaking evaluate it. But holy crap!
And I don't know if you saw this.
Oh, like he's got calf pain, and you know, like just stretching and this and that doesn't work. An athletic trainer would never think, well, I don't know, maybe he's got a clot in his calf. Nobody's ever heard of that. Nobody in the history of mankind. What is it called? It's like deep something. It's deep artery thrombosis, right? Because I never learned what a DVT was. Idiot. Oh my God.
Well, there's only differential diagnosis in the other profession. There's no differential diagnosis as an athletic trainer.
Right.
it's only strains and sprains, baby. That's what we do. Yeah, let's rename us sprains and strain specialists.
You know what?
That's our new name.
Here's something for you. Hot take.
Sarcasm.
Hot take. You know what?
Where's my copper?
I don't get any 40-year-old patients that have come to me and said, yeah, I went to a physical therapist because my my knee was bothering me, and they just did ultrasound, and they did this and this. And then I didn't get any better. Meanwhile, when I come to you and you actually treat me from head to toe, you look at my entire kinetic chain, and then you actually get my pelvis in the right position, and you give me the right corrective exercises, and we work on different breathing patterns and different core stability patterns. And then I got better in a matter of a few sessions, and I spent all that freaking money on insurance, and I didn't get any better. Apparently, you don't know how to do your job, PT. And if any PT is listening to this, do your job better. I do my job pretty well every day, including if one of my patients says, my left arm hurts. Okay. Tell me more. I might think you have a heart attack.
Well, Kevin, I don't know if you saw this, but that guy,
Probably not.
that guy, Mr. Clown, first name Ass.
Clown
He
ass.
actually did.
Clown,
He
comma,
did
ass.
post some openings for athletic trainers in his clinic later that week. So he's trying to hire the ATs.
Holy, are you kidding me?
No.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, okay. The point is not to disparage anybody but the one guy. I don't want to disparage physical therapy.
I don't know, what is this? But who picked this guy to freaking represent this crap? And somebody helped him write this stuff.
No, he read it out of a book pretty poorly.
He read it off of he read it off of the a WebMD page of whatever.
I want to know, what was it? The boogeyman? What? This is not.
Yeah, and then this is not
this
a
is
boogeyman.
This is a real life situation. So apparently we don't have any real life situations.
No,
This is fantasy athletic training program.
I've never knelt down for 30 minutes waiting for an ambulance to come while somebody couldn't feel their freaking legs, and I had to stabilize their C-spine the entire time. Not only that, but because she was conscious, I also had to make sure that she was not freaking bawling her eyes out. I had to have a personality, too. It was freaking weird. Ass clown.
Oh boy.
And so, you know where it hits me a little bit more is people ask me all the time, what's the average patient that you see? My average patient is that police officer.
Yeah.
It's the police officer that wants to, play softball on the weekends, wants to be able to still run around with his kids, that wants to, still work, still chase down a bad guy, but my knee hurts. And I'm not going to just stop working. I have to protect my community. And so therefore I need my knee to feel better. I deal with older people all the time now, and I'm an athletic trainer. And none of my patients, well, I hope none of my patients, feel like they're in bad care with me. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not in the field anymore, right? I'm not watching a rec league softball game of 40-year-olds. They're coming to me, and so chances are they're not having a heart attack on my table. But you better believe my differential diagnosis is everything from systemic disease to musculoskeletal things to endocrine system things to cardiovascular issues to neurological issues. F off, dude. I took anatomy. I understand that there's different systems in the body.
Dylan says, hell, even as an EMT, I think ATs are better equipped to handle emergency medicine and athletics than the freaking EMS.
You're not wrong. We
So
talk about it all the time. There's plenty of athletic trainers that I'd rather give me CPR than somebody that is supposed to do that for their life. Definitely more than ass clown guy.
So I think we need to back up.
Sure.
And think about what the actual root of the problem here is for all of us athletic trainers. It's not one guy, because you can't tell a crazy person they're crazy because they don't know it. But what we need to do is
it's very true.
Let the clown go back to the circus. Okay?
Yeah.
Find Barnum, Bailey, whoever. Let him go do his thing. I got 3 balls he can juggle. Okay? The root of the problem is people still don't know what athletic trainers are qualified for, and it goes back to us promoting ourselves in a positive manner and not disparaging other professions. So we need, and when I say we,
You're such a good person.
we being our association, which I know some people really care for and some people are frustrated with. We need more information out there about what we do. Let people know our qualifications, our skills, our abilities. We have to spend the money. We have to spend the money educating people on what we do. It's the only way it gets better. Education.
Not gonna lie, let's
That's where
go.
our dues should go. Our
Let's
dues should go
where-
straightly.
Yes.
I don't know where the dues go,
No idea.
but let's put them towards educating. Look,
You know what?
this is the profession. This is what we do.
I want to pay for Instagram and Facebook ads. That's what I want to do. Click on this link to see what an athletic trainer does. You know what else will do? More people will click that goddamn link and they'll say, I want to be an athletic trainer because that's a freaking cool profession. And then all of a sudden, we have this pool of athletic trainers that are like, I want to be in this profession forever because it's freaking awesome. Because I can be an athletic trainer in college, high school. I can be in a small little clinic and treat people in a different way. I can go to the middle of the mountains and be in this tiny little D2 school or something and take care of an entire athletic staff all by myself.
Yeah.
All by myself.
Lonesome.
And the closest hospital, ass clown, is an hour and a half away, and I need to know what's going to has to happen if somebody has an emergency.
Have to.
When was the last time a PT had to know what to do when somebody fractures their leg?
I mean, hopefully, and
Is that not a life-threatening situation?
hopefully they do.
Sorry, I'm banging on PTs again.
Hopefully they do know what to do
They should.
because we just want better health care, period.
Tell you what, I'd know how to tape it up. How about that?
Well, if it's a fracture,
Just do a little K-tape.
if it's a fracture, it's a sprain or a strain, so we're fine.
There's probably one in there somewhere.
Hold on. Does fracture mean broken?
No.
Oh, it's different.
God. They're totally different.
Totally different.
And Chad, again, you sprain ligaments and you strain muscles.
Oh, okay, good. Thank
Oh,
God.
I can't believe I always have to tell you
Got that one wrong once. So yeah, I mean, obviously we could go on, but I think again,
I think you're right.
For me, it's
So much better than me.
no, it's just
In this situation, you are.
the one guy. Hopefully he, it's almost, it's bad enough where it's kind of uniting. We all hate the same person together, then we're kind of united.
Yeah, I actually just hired that guy to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Way to rally the troops.
You're welcome.
Avenge athletic trainers assemble.
Yeah. You know what? I went forward in time and I figured, you know what could end this, we don't know what athletic training is. And I said, you know what? You're going to have to give Thanos all the freaking Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
You got to give them to him.
So
Like I had.
we need to be better. We need to promote the profession.
But you know
we
what?
just need to start banging on the right people.
I'm going to tell you.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
I was about to give like a good thought. And then you just said we need to start banging on the right people. I think we need more professions to at least give a shit about what we do. And I don't think it's necessarily our job always to be the underdog that's saying, I'm good too. I am good.
I know you are.
I'm effing good at my job. And other professions need to realize that it's okay that we're good at our jobs. And it's also okay that we say, I just met a PT that's here in Milwaukee that honestly, it's the first time I've had an awesome conversation about a shoulder with a PT. And not that I know more about shoulders than PTs. I just experienced more shoulders than a lot of PTs.
Yeah.
And this young lady was awesome. And every time that we were treating the same patient, and it was amazing. because it was like this, and all of a sudden these things happen. Like my patient was taking forever to get better, and then all of a sudden the two came together because he started seeing her as well, and it was like, oh wow, like we're climbing the mountain, we got better, and then now he's rock star now.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
That's the way it's supposed to be, right? You got your world, I got mine. Let's work together, but don't you for 1 second think that I can't do what I do.
Yeah, we can coexist.
I don't want your life.
Etienne. Never mind. That's like, can we do Varsity Blues? Did we do that?
I mean, we absolutely can do Varsity Blues. I'm right now.
Kitty cat. I got my cat scanned. I got my kitty scanned. Penis, vagina.
What a freaking movie.
Want to see the new tweeter end zone dance? You want to know what I call it? New tweeter end zone dance. All right. Hit the music. Let's fucking wrap up. We've lost it.
Okay.
Well, we ranted. So tell people about it. I think people will get a kick out of it, so please share this episode. Please let the people know they need to check out Candid Athletic Training.
Please. And if you didn't like it, just don't tell anybody.
Yeah. It's fun. We try and have fun, but we try and stay relevant too. National Athletic Train Month. Get your fat brackets in.
Please.
Vote on the fat bracket.
Vote on the fat bracket.
Yeah.
You can send me the fat bracket, but you're just not going to win anything.
Do an empty one and just have fun with we don't care. Just engage your athletes, talk about it, promote the profession. That's what we're talking about. All month needs to be education about what we do. That's how it gets better. And our way of doing it was through a fun thing like the fat bracket. Because we want to talk about Sully versus who Sully got? Buddy the Elf. So
and I mean that's the point, right? Exactly what we're going to rant on. That's what the fat bracket's for. So get the fat bracket out there. Talk about athletic training. Talk about what makes a good athletic trainer, including those emergency skills. And gosh, CandidAthleticTraining.com is where you can find that link to vote.
2 more free live streams, and then we're going to go back to members only. Get yourself a membership. You don't want to miss out. It's so much fun. Ask any of these people on the live stream. Check it out one time next week, or let's say it this way, March 22nd, if you're listening to this.
Yes.
We're doing the Howie's giveaway.
Yes.
Follow Howie's on social media. Follow us on social media.
We're giving
away a membership, so you can do this. We're going to give away a membership. We're going to give away some gear. They're going to give away some swag. They're going to give away some tape. It's going to be fun.
At Candid_ATC.
Yep.
CandidAthleticTraining.com.
You got it.
CandidAthleticTraining@gmail.com. Thank you. HealthyRoster.com. Dan and everybody over there. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Ryan. Brew Fitness MKE. And I don't know. Anything else?
No, we'll see everybody next week.
Bye.